Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. You can see by the bottom left, the beta's here. Hell yeah. What else can I say but hell yeah? Let's just get right to it, shall we? The patch rundown is on the channel already. That went up yesterday. You can go check that out if you want to see it. Oh, how weird, there's new sound effects. It makes sense, but it's also very surprising. She screams. She screams. Alright. We're gonna go through them in order, most likely, here on YouTube. We got all of the new champions. We'll start with Shardtail Queen, I think her name is. The new Hellhorned champion, and then we'll do, we'll cycle through them all. Very exciting. Adds another depth to that win streak idea I had, because now there's more champions, too. Might be a little difficult, though, let's be honest. Okay, so we can see which bosses we're facing. And we can see who they are, like what their effect is. Cool. And, we even get the new Seraph in this one. Excellent. I can't wait to die on Ring 5 and go, well, shit. So we get to see each of the new things here, which is very exciting. So if you didn't see, there's new bosses and a new variant of Seraph. Let's take a look at it all, shall we? So we got Talos the Architect. She gives enemy units Rage 2 when they enter, and she gains armor on Slay. Okay. I think she attacks outside of Relentless. Something like that. I don't know, we'll see. We got Arcus Darkness Incarnate. So he brings Blinding Dark Shards and Shattering Dark Shards. The Blinding Dark Shards are phased, and... okay, so you can't kill them and they can't be targeted, they can't attack, but they, when you play a unit in the room, will daze the room, or daze that unit. Okay. The interesting thing is, I wonder if you can use like Razor Sharp Edge to kill the Blinding Dark Shards since they're phased. We'll have to see. And then the Shattering Dark Shard. Harvest when enemy unit dies, add a Weight of Contrition card to the top of the draw pile, and they despawn at the end of the round. Alright, cool. Very interesting. And then this Seraph attacks in all combat rounds, +5 on rally, and applies melee weakness to your front unit. The rally, so when I play a unit, when I play a unit in his room, he gets a +5 attack buff permanently. Oh Jesus, that is horrible. And he applies melee weakness, which is spell weakness, but to your units. Okay. Well, this looks like it's going to be awful. I'm just going to say it, but let's get to it. Starting with Fledgling and Vine Grasp and Inferno. So first things first. Unless I can't, for some reason, because my progress didn't get transferred over. Oh, I can't. Okay, we got to play with the gold card backs. What a nightmare. Hellpact or Gnarled Root? So Shardtail Queen starts with the Queen's Implings, which are a 1/1/1 for 1 energy that do 10 damage to the front enemy. Pretty cool. Pretty neat. Oh, also because we have the different Awoken starting card as well. Interesting. Apply +2 attack and draw +1 next turn. One thing that they changed for clarity's sake is the keyword enhance is gone now. Instead, everything says apply, and as a general rule, stat effects like this +2 carry over if a unit dies, and enhancements like multi-strike do not carry over if the unit dies and is brought back. Good thing to note as well. Okay, so Queen's Implings seem cool. Root Seeds seems more useful than the other option, but we'll see. Of these two, I think I'll prefer the Hellpact, although I'll prefer the Hellpact because wouldn't it be the most perfect thing if on our first run on the beta, I'd take Railspike, remove Consume, and do a fucking infinite? Because wouldn't that just be horrible? Yes. Let's do it. Dark Forge, we get to see what the new champion does. How exciting. I'm looking forward to this. Action. Triggers on this unit's turn before it attacks. Okay. Kill an imp unit, deal 20 damage per imp. Kill all imp units. Deal 20 damage per imp to enemy units. Okay. Or resolve, add a Queen's Impling to your hand. Imp units on this floor cost -1. Very interesting. It's called Imperialist. So this seems really cool because you can just go like super hard on imps and you don't have to worry about removing them. I think that that's really good. I also really like the reduced cost on imps. I like both of these. These both seem good. Let me think about it for a moment. I think I want to go Imperialist. Because if I full commit to imps and I put like a ton of imps, it seems really good. And her stat line is 10, 25, or 15, 20. So you get better attack out of imp parade. I feel like adding a Queen's Impling, a free 10 damage per round sounds really underwhelming to me. The imp units on this floor cost -1 sounds really good, but you effectively get the same idea here where imp units cost less because you don't have to pay the cost to remove them, right? On this one, the imp is free. You can look at it like this, right? You pay 1 energy to play the imp with this one, and then you don't pay the energy to remove it, or you pay 0 energy to play the imp, and then you pay 1 energy to remove it. Also, you can't remove it because there's no torches. Oh, that's really weird. I'm gonna go Imperialist. I think it's a little better. We'll try them both out though at some point, right? I'm gonna play a lot of this on stream tonight, and we'll play through it all and figure out what's what. Oh, this is gonna be sick, right? I can just take this trial because she's gonna kill all of the enemies for free. We did start with Fledgling Imp as well, which is pretty cool. Oh, it gives you a little indicator of how many waves are remaining. Now, the only thing that I'm not happy about, the only thing I was really hoping for is I can't click on this and be like, who is here? This was my biggest question. Who is here? So it's a Spell Shield Fell. It's Day and Night Daedalus. No, I'm kidding. It's just the same indicator for Spell Shield Fell. So I'm going to have to remember which one's which as well. But so action triggers before she takes her turn. So if I play her... she just screams. I love it. What? Triggers on this unit's turn before it attacks. Oh, before it attacks, but after they go. Oh. Wow, that's way worse than I thought it was. Okay, so I'm gonna actually restart because I did not understand how this mechanic worked until now. Wow, she's a lot worse. This is a lot worse than I thought it was. I thought this went before combat as a whole. It goes before she goes. Wow, that's awful. What? Wait a minute. Oh, God. Alright. Well, I thought this trial was free, but it's actually just gonna kill me. Okay, and the action doesn't trigger if she's dazed. Okay. Huh. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. I think that this is... I thought it was going to be really good, and it turns out that it's god-awful. Here I was really excited. I thought this effect was going to be incredible. Turns out it's terrible. Just awful. I can ping 2 of you. What's our draw next turn? I can ping 2 here. It might be right to Inferno and just take 5. Let's do the math here. If I ping off 2 with Queen's Implings, and then I play a Queen's Impling up here, and it kills this floor. Next turn, there's 3 of them that walk up. I can ping off 2, and he'll die. Yeah, okay, this is better. We play a Queen's Impling up here. Put it in front as well. And then we ping 2 down here. I like their sound effects. So the action effect is significantly worse than I thought it was. It's probably not going to be super bad. It's just, it would have been better. Could have been better. I expect it to be better. Root Seed seems like a really good starting card. I gotta say. That 1 energy draw +1 makes the card not feel like a waste. Inferno, please. I think I'm gonna die because I didn't draw Inferno. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just die. I mean, I guess if I draw 2 Vine Grasps, it's not the end of the world. I can guarantee my draw. Maybe we hit the Fledgling Imp, it's a 1 in 7, then we hit the Fledgling Imp. That'd be pretty good. So let's play the 2 Vine Grasps. 96. If I play these, how many rounds are you getting? You're getting 5, 10, you hit 1. You're getting 4 rounds? 4 rounds. So we just play 3 Root Seeds then. It's a little better. 120 will take 10. I would not have taken this trial had I known how this effect worked. Now I know. I think that this is significantly worse than I initially thought it was. Oh, good. So Ritual Battle got buffed. It's up to Rage 10 now. Is it good here? Good question. Probably not. I think I'll take Branding Right. That's an uncommon card I'm not upset to see here. And probably take Wildwood Sap. I mean, you see Sap, you pick Sap, right? The Range Brew. I'd like to go back. I'd like to change my answer. I'd like to pick Ritual Battle, please. So, Shardtail Queen. Let's think about this for a second. I feel like I don't really know what the hell you do with her. It's really weird because like she doesn't act well as a DP. She's a backline clearer. I guess I need her to be. I need to get Welder Helper, man. The answer to every single one of my problems in this video game is just Welder Helper. She's not tanky enough to sit on her own, but she's not good enough to sit on a floor with everyone else. Like, I don't pick Shattered Shell here, I don't think. Maybe I pick Rail Beater? I don't know, I don't love her. I'm gonna pick Rail Beater. I'm gonna pick Rail Beater here because he's a decent throwaway tank. Alright. We need a boss killer. And we need something for heavies. We got Large Stone plus 25 spikes. I can't give Large Stone to Rail Beater. Alpha Fiend. Hey, there's our boss killer. Hello, Alpha Fiend. Thank you for joining me. In the craziness of all the new stuff, there's one constant. Alpha Fiend. Do I want a Large Stone Alpha Fiend here? Yeah, it's not bad. Large Stoning Alpha Fiend is like, it's value. I'm pretty sure that if I do that and I give him a multi-strike, he can solo carry. I mean, what am I gonna... I'm gonna put a 2-space tank in front of him, and then I'm not gonna put down imps anyway. The Large Stone is good or bad based on if we see Welder Helper. I'm gonna go with it's good, and then we'll look for multi-strike and see if he can solo. Awkward. I don't think they added in any new minor bosses. The other big upside of Large Stone is we get to do this, right? We get to take this trial. Or not this trial, but we get to fight this boss without fear. Let's take it. I think it's fine to take this because, in theory, 1 imp draw means we're good. There's a lot of draws that make us not take damage here. I think. And this is the cursed combat, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. And we drew our 1 imp. So I guess we're just going to put Alpha Fiend down here and let him scale. I love her scream, dude. It's so good. So I gotta have her tanking for the imps, or else the imps just die. It's super weird. I think that this is really bad. Oh wait, that's right, she doesn't trigger her effect because she's dazed. Yeah, I think this is god-awful. Like, the more I play with it, the more I go, man, this sucks. Like, man, this sucks. Here's what Rail Beater's here to do the tank role. Our plan here is pretty straightforward. I'm sure you can see it. It's just going to be super regen Alpha Fiend. And let him tank and just crush, right? Wow. I think that this form is really bad. We'll give it more tries, right? It's early. It's a little early for me to just call it garbage, but it feels fucking awful. It feels really bad so far to me. I like her little scorpion tail though. That thing looks cool. Alpha Fiend owns this, he crushes it. Don't have to worry about it. I mean, we took 6 for the trial. I'm gonna try and be a little more aggressive, but also being aggressive with 3 new bosses is a little scary because I don't know what they do. Most importantly, I don't know what they spawn, basically. Like, I don't know what their combat waves are gonna look like, so it could be scary. Molting Imp's fine. I have no idea what I need to prepare for on this Seraph fight. I really want to take Razor Sharp Edge so I can see if I can kill those shards with it. Glimmer's probably... I mean, I have backline killing in theory. I'm gonna take Razor Sharp Edge. I'm not ready to give it... Like, it's 2 fights in my first ring. I'm not going to give Shardtail Queen this version my official verdict right now. However, if the action worked how I read, it would be way stronger. Of course. I bet that synergizes really well with quick though, right? Because it's before, it says specifically before it takes its turn, so if she's quick, she'll kill her imps first, I believe. Probably go right here. Magic Shop to make Inferno a little better is good, and also healing doesn't sound too bad. I'm gonna do that. Remove Consume. Nah. I'm gonna go ahead and make Branding Right a little better here. Plus 20. I don't really want to remove Consume. I'm gonna roll this. 110 for Permafrost. Permafrosting Inferno isn't the worst. I'm just gonna take another cost down though. And we'll leave and see what the event is, and then I'll come back to this. Rail Spike. Oh hey, Rail Spike's kind of cool here. Just does a... Yeah, this is really good. This is good, right? With Hell Pack, this does 30. I can throw an extra 20 plus Consume. So baseline with Hell Pack, these will do 60 once they're upgraded all the way. Yeah, that seems good. 0 energy, deal 60 to a target seems worth it to me. Yeah. It's gonna ruin any plan of an infinite, although it doesn't ruin it that much. The important thing to note is you have to put Consume on this first. Like, if you wait till you can't put Consume on it after the upgrade, basically. Alright. Let's see Talos the Architect. Hello, Talos. I love her cool wings. And so it's Empowering Offense. Let me lock this in. The shield icon is Empowering Offense. Enemy units enter with Rage 2. Talos gains armor on Slay. Attacks blindly and gains more protection with each unit she slays, so take her out quickly. First things first, let's see what her health looks like. Enemy units enter with Rage 2. Ugh. She has 11 attack? And what, so she just hits? Oh, cool music at least. This is gonna be hard. Do this. I will strike with the souls of the damned. Rough translation of rawr. I need to learn something here. Although if I do this, oh, armor 25. Holy shit. Oh, she has a 7 base attack. She starts with Rage 2. I see. Okay. 7 base attack. Much better. Okay. 11 base attack. I was like, oh my god, what did they do? And then, yeah, so she just hits. Holy shit, she just attacks. Alright. That's not scary. I lied, that's very scary that she just attacks every round. But it's basically the same as a Daedalus Bomb, though. She just picks a floor and randomly does 7 damage, which is exactly what Daedalus does, except more damage. So, all in all, not that bad, if I'm being honest with you. Because, like, imagine the same thing here. The only difference is I can't stop this 7 damage. It seems to be a pretty common feature of these new bosses, is that it's like the old boss, except you can't stop the random damage they do. Which is interesting. Do I want to drop a branding right here? I think I want to start stacking up our fiend. Our alpha fiend. Huh. Alright. I mean, her giving everything rage 2 is a little bit scary, I will admit. But, you know, I guess if we can keep Railbeater alive, it's pretty cool. Is this the same? So she spawned... Yeah, so it was... Let me actually start to write this down. Let me pull up a notepad so I can keep this in mind. New window. So this is Talos Rage. Wave 1 was 3 clergy. Wave 2 was... what do you... I'm gonna just call them by their stats. Some of them I just know by stats. If I write down... I think this is called the Forged Disciple. Yeah, I'm not gonna know what that is. I'm just gonna say 245 and 2 clergy. Wave 3 is 245s. Alright. Gonna be important for me to know this, so I may as well write it down. It looks like she might cycle through the floors. Let's see if she goes back to the top floor, then everything makes sense. Yeah, I think she just cycles through each floor, is what it looks like here. So she goes like top, bottom, top, middle, bottom. Because this is all new, I'm going to be taking notes and trying to learn what I can. I hope you'll forgive me if you don't. I understand. Feel free. 4 clergy on wave 4. And then wave 5 and wave 6 was make the spots there. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw a rail spike out here. Oh wait, I'm gonna play molt. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'll just kill the molting imp. Fine. No, I should play Razor Sharp Edge. Oh well. This wave's remaining indicator is really nice. 1, 2, 45, 1 healer. And then boss. The next thing to know is if she spawns with anything. She got pretty chunked, but she mostly got chunked because of... So she's going to heal 50 when she fights this room, which is kind of concerning. I will say. Root Seed seems like a really strong starting card to me. Seems not as good as regen in the early game. I guess it's not as good, but we'll see. 1 tank and boss. Alright, that's not so crazy. Nothing about that combat felt too difficult. I should let these guys go up because I need her to... Or I need him to hit, right? I need Alpha Fiend to do some damage. I think Alpha Fiend will 1v1 her. I mean, she's not too strong. She's weaker than Daedalus. She is weaker than Daedalus. I think. I think that Daedalus is a harder enemy. Personally. We'll Rail Spike this guy away. And we got 2 Rail Spike kills in here. But yeah, the lower damage output is fine, right? Like it's not, it doesn't scare me. Now Imp Toss seems, does she not get the armor on Slay in Relentless? Oh, she doesn't get the armor on Slay on Relentless. Okay, let me do some notes here. Real quick. No armor on Slay in Relentless. And cycles through floors with attack. Hope you don't mind the sound of keyboard clicks. But yeah, this boss seems like... Okay, at first I thought that she was going to be really scary, but it's easy to not have her slay, and she's a lot more manageable than the Daedalus bomb, especially if there's a pattern to it. So this version of Talos, I'm going to rank each boss on a scale of difficulty in comparison to Daedalus, or or for the next game I'm gonna rate it on a comparison to Fel. I think that she's easier than Plating Seal Daedalus, who I think is the easiest Daedalus, which is good. Like really excellent, great news. I was really afraid that this was just gonna be double barrel Daedalus too. Plus 10 health and spikes 3. Armor 25 is cool. We'll just take armor 25. It's fine. So the interesting thing about this Shard Tail Queen, we'll see what her later paths look like, but like if this is 20, 40, 80 for killing imps, it's like, I guess at 80 if you kill 3 imps you wipe a floor, which is kind of strong. We'll see what her health looks like. I don't need any of this. But you can maybe leave her at just 20 and have it wipe backline forever. This run is probably going to want draw. Probably draw energy. I feel like it's usually draw energy. I can't look at the map and go, oh, it's curse fell or anything like that. But, you know. We want to fish for multi-strike Alpha Fiend is our main look here. And removing bad cards is not bad. Maybe the Train Stewards are really bad. Root Seeds is a card similar to Dreg I don't feel like you need to remove with any sort of speed, and since we're doing the Imp plan, Queen's Impling doesn't really need to go either. We'll probably remove these at equal rates, so that the deck stays about the same saturation of them. Kill an Imp, deal 30, so it looks like it's 20, 30, 40. It might be 20, 30, 60. I think I like this Imp Parade. I do kind of want to see up to level 3 of each of these, but I'm gonna grab Imp Parade because what this does is it just means that she kills backline every single round for us, which is sick, right? Chunks everything for 20 and kills backline every round. If you could generate enough imps, I think that this would be good. Like if you could get her killing, because she has 50 health, if you could get her killing like 3 imps a turn, she's killing most things, right? But I'm gonna go Imperialist too. I want to at least see Imperialist 3 and see what it looks like, so I can really gauge how strong I think it is. Burn two Train Stewards, true Tane Stewards, if you will. Multi-strike, please. The largest Alpha Fiend ever seen. I can't afford to roll and find what I'm looking for. I could give spikes to a Rail Beater. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll because I don't think it matters. No, I'm just gonna purge a card actually. I was gonna roll and look for 25 for Rail Beater, but you know. The best part is since I took Rail Beater, I can title this episode something like "Is Rail Beater busted after the patch? Secret new strat," something like that. And it's just me picking Rail Beater because I needed a tank. I needed something to sit in front of Shardtail Queen, and it doesn't matter where they are because she does her damage to everyone. I would never do that to you. Looks at title of this video. Mark of Invasion's fine. We have health. I took 2 health pickups, so I'm fine to take this trial. We'll try and catch these 4, and we'll put Alpha Fiend top 4 is going to be the idea. So at 50 health on this combat, I think it's fine. She'll take 12, but I think it's fine for her to just chill. And if we drop Rail Beater on the bottom floor, he's actually going to crack this shit open, right? He opens up the 2 tanks, right? So it's solid. Great combat for Rail Beater. And we're going to take 6 for the trial, which is fine. Imp Toss is pretty sick. The best part of all of this, honestly, you know what I'm excited about with this new patch? There's a bunch of new lore to read. Secretly, like if I pause while hovering over a character, I'm usually reading their lore if I haven't read it in a while. Like Rail Beater, although I already know him. He's just a cool blacksmith. Like Shardtail Queen, in my dreams I see a demon more powerful than any of the Hellhorned. More powerful than any of the Hellhorned? All she does is throw imps. Come on. Herschel, are you sure about that? Forgot Herschel's name for a second there. This wasn't Party Boy, this was Thoughtbinder, so I don't need to worry about this. If I drop a Queen's Impling here, she kills them, right? Money, and then she does 30 to the floor. It's fine. Alpha Fiend will get to... He's not going to scale too quickly anyway. And he's going to... he's gonna get his scaling off of the backliners that get knocked back here. Plus Razor Sharp Edge. We can finish our Rail Spikes here as well. Are you a heal? Molting Imp. Go get a Molting Imp. Right, so we'll just crunch one of you down. And that upgrades Rail Spikes. Do I want a 5th Rail Spike is the big question. I think the answer is nah. Probably not. I think I want to not trigger Rail Spike again. The phone only rings if I'm recording. It's a rule. This phone only will ring if I'm in the middle of recording. No other time. It just doesn't happen at other timings. Only during recordings. It's the only time it's allowed. Fine. 30 damage on the AoE is not bad. Pretty good. I don't want another rail spike, so we're just chilling. Alright. 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 You know, just alright. I'm listening. I'm looking. So she does... Her attack goes second? Like, okay, so her attack goes after these guys get hit, right? So if I throw her a razor sharp edge, she'll... Oh, because she has to hit here. I see. I see. Okay. She has to hit this guy because she only does 30 to him. And there's no way to increase this? Okay. This does 60. God, that's so much damage. It's just so much damage out of these rail spikes. It's actually crazy. It's fine. Alpha Fiend can take a hit here. Ready to watch Rail Beater toss these two like salad, evenly distributing damage between them. I love it. Fuck him up, Rail Beater. Kill that guy with Vine Grasps. I love watching like Rail Beater in a 1v1 against the boss. Also, look at how weird this setup looks, right? Fucking musical chairs on these fools. I took a free self-mutilation because I was not thinking too hard. And that's okay. Do our free 110 damage to that guy. Sick. Alpha Fiend, he's still got it. Fuck him up, Alpha Fiend. If we give this guy multi-strike, he's gonna get pretty crazy. He's already pretty crazy. He's a great... He's really good at soloing the bosses. We need to soften up, or beef him up a little bit. But, you know. Probably do that by actually removing a bunch of these cards so that I can hit Branding Right every turn, or just hold it over. Is Impish Scholar ever good here? Okay. Brings back those rail spikes, most likely. Attuned is that new keyword, multiply the effects of magic power by 5. I guess it's not bad with... but we already sacrifice imps, so Shardtail Queen's combo with Imp Oppressive isn't that imp oppressive to me. I'm gonna... Yeah, I guess Impish Scholar has more ammo for her, and it can bring back Ally. I guess it's fine. Everything that it brings back is at least okay. Hey, Quick seems really good here, right? Didn't I just mention Quick plus Shardtail Queen should be really good not too long ago? That seems really good. Our rail spikes now do a baseline damage amount of 60. At most I can have that do 90 if I need it to, which is pretty strong. I think we keep fishing here more than anything else. Yeah, especially since there's no steel shop in the next ring, we just look for it here. Railhammer? Railhammer's gonna be good. Light's Gift is also not bad if Alpha Fiend just sits on top 4. He'll never get hit. It might be worth more, actually, come to think of it. It's an interesting one. Is that worth more? I think it might be. This will probably be worth around 10 to 15 per round that enemies get up there, where Railhammer is going to be worth probably... I'm going to go Light's Gift here. I think it's a little better. Multi-strike. Excellent. What a strong fiend. And I will purge the last Train Steward, and I'm gonna start clearing out... Well, I'm not gonna clear anything out right now, I guess. The deck is thick, it's 31 cards, but that's because of the rail spikes. It's actually 27 cards after the rail spikes are played. So Shardtail Queen should crush this combat. Armor 15 shouldn't matter, because she should just crush right through them. Pretty sure. With Quick, I think she kind of goes insane, right? I can just leave her alone and she'll, as soon as she gets Quick, she just goes out of control. I'm pretty sure. I guess we're gonna see how this works pretty quick. Her screams are your screams, I know. Gotta remind these guys who's in charge. I'm in charge of what order these 4 enemies are, not them. Let's see if this works how I hope it works. In here, Wildwood Tome. Not great for Impish Scholar. That is pretty cool. I'm just gonna say it. Pretty cool that that works that way. So I don't even need Railbeater anymore. He's nice to have, for sure, but I don't need him. Do this. And I may as well take my 60 here. Alpha Fiend isn't going to get the hit. What I'm gonna do with Railbeater is I'm gonna put him down ahead of the boss spawn, basically. Yeah, if I just put 2 imps here, she clears the floor, right? Yeah. Yeah, she does. Really interesting. Imp-tristing, even, one might say. So yeah, I'm mostly just glad that I hypothesized this and it turned out to be correct and also really good. Pretty exciting when I go, hey, wouldn't this be insane? Like, does this work? Is this insane? And then I try it and I go, oh, it's insane. I was correct. It does work. It's good. Gonna buff up here. Keep chipping these guys away. Huh. I mean, you can see it, right? She's just soloing the combat right now. Now, obviously, this isn't the greatest combat to base your understanding on, by any means, but, like, this is a combat where you do really, really well if you can kill enemies off like this, so it's interesting, to say the least, but still. So you're gonna be in front, right? I don't know. I don't know what happens here. I wonder if with a quick tome she can actually just solo the world. How much stealth do we knock off there? 4. Okay. Let's go, Hellborn. Where are we going, buddy? You know, Crystal Cloak is always scary. If you're not afraid of Crystal Cloak, are you really living? Rail Spike. Get a little 80 in there. I should have put the Scholar in front, although he'd get sacrificed no matter what, so it didn't matter actually. I was hoping to pull back a little armor. I'm reasonably afraid that the Crystal Cloak is just going to kill me. I would like to Inferno, but I know I cannot because I will just... I'll miss the stealth. These are Sharp Edge. Let's also take an extra draw next turn. Alright. We clear through its stealth, and we get the Dazed. Alright. There was never anything to be afraid of. Sick. Crystal Cloak scary. 200 gold. Not bad. March of Shields isn't the worst. I think I'm gonna take Tiresome Climb, if anything. I don't think I want to take anything here, though. I think Tiresome Climb is kind of worthless. We already have Inferno. March of Shields is fine, but like, the best thing I could do with March of Shields is if I had an Ascend card, I could ascend a unit up and march right ahead of Alpha Fiend. But you know, I cannot. Pyrogrow is not bad. I don't hate Pyrogrow here. Let's me take double enter or double draw, right? I like that. I'm coming around on Pyrogrow because with Pyrogrow in the deck, I usually just take 2 draw. Okay, and then we go right. Double stack got nerfed. I will not be looking for double stack on anything right now. Maybe double stack Alloy of the Ancients is still worth it. But like double stack remove consume on that card now makes it way too expensive. Start removing Root Seeds. It's a card that you don't really want to play, but you don't hate when you have to play it. But drawing it is basically a dead draw right now. Like, it's fine, but it's also not that good. Trample. Trample probably doesn't work with Hardtail Queen. Endless on an imp would not be the worst, or just throwing Endless on Rail Beater might not be bad, and Multi-Strike is terrible. So it's Endless Tome or it's nothing. I think it's nothing. Trample on Alpha Fiend shouldn't matter, he doesn't need to trample anything. We could take the trample and see how it interacts with the action, but I imagine that action is not going to be affected by trample. I'm going to leave it. Sorry, buddy. Interesting event. I probably wouldn't take any tome there. I'd take Stygian Tome, actually, because when do you not take Stygian Tome? Oh, Stygian Tome, silencing this guy would be... Silencing the shards would be really bad, right? Because they're phased, so they would just sit there. I guess it wouldn't make a difference, because since they're phased, I think they can't be targeted, so it wouldn't be attacked. That's interesting. I wonder what'll happen if you silence one of those bad boys. I'm gonna throw a -1 on Alloy of the Ancients in case there's a double stack here. And I'm not going to give anything +20 in Consume. Vine Grasp is fine to give a 20 in Consume too. Yeah, so double stack now increases the cost of the card by 1 as well. So putting it on Branding Right makes it a little icky. Makes it worthless. Like, you can't put it on Wildwood Sap anymore, I don't think. One Horn's Tome also just can't take it anymore. It really just... Ugh, you know. This is probably going to be a run where I end up removing most of the Awoken cards. Alright, let's see what Arcus looks like. I don't actually know what Arcus looks like. Ugh. Oh, I like this guy a lot more but when I only knew his name. Alright, so this is Arcus, and I'm going to call this... It's just Blinding and Shattering. This is a 8-round combat, I believe. I think this is 8 rounds. And then we'll do notes. Summons a Blinding and... So do they just... Does he do both? No, he does one or the other, okay. So Blinding... So it's phased, the Blinding one is dazed on summon. And... Oh, this guy has curses, ugh. So the upside here is there's no statues. What the heck? There's no statues. That doesn't feel right, does it? And new music? Okay. This is an 8-round combat. Cool. So it's a 9/2 and a end curse boy on your wave 1. I'm gonna just put Shardtail Queen on the middle floor because that's where she should go. Rah. The most exciting thing. Also, he's 1800. I should put down Talus's stats. She was a 7/600. This guy is a question mark 1800. Hey, that's 200 more health than Fel. Just, you know, reading his lore really quick. Probably play Rail Beater down here. I don't know, Rail Beater is just kind of chilling. Like, he doesn't do much for us anymore. He's just vibing. See, you can't even hit it with a spell. The most important thing to know is, can it be targeted by combat damage? Oh, I could have put an imp up here as well. Oh well. 2 curse boys on wave 2. What are you? When an enemy unit dies, add a way to contrition. Okay. And so we're gonna, it seems like he's gonna, I'm guessing he's gonna alternate between blinding and shattering is gonna be my guess. From a pattern perspective, that seems correct to me, but we shall see. Alpha Fiend can go chill up here. Queen's Impling drops right here. Rail Beater is now the keeper of the imps. I'm just gonna keep chunking him with these rail spikes. If he's so this combat so far is really weak. Okay, now we get into it. Now we get into the actual difficulty of it, right? A 6/105, a curse, and a 9-2. Fine. Now we actually start to see some of the combat, though. Could just Inferno this floor. I mean, Railbeater isn't doing anything for us. I will just Inferno this floor. Goodbye, Railbeater. It's been a pleasure. Farewell, my friend. This is shattering. No, this is blinding. Okay, yeah, so it alternates. I'm not going to write down that it alternates because I'm sure I can remember that it alternates, but it alternates. Take our free 60. I mean, if nothing else, these do 240 to the boss outside of Relentless, which is kind of sick. 2 6-105s and Curse. Here's a quick tome for you. That's just kind of like a waste to throw an imp at her here. Doesn't it feel like a waste to throw an imp here? I think it does. I'm gonna not throw her an imp. And he... Note that he... I'll put this in the notes. Alternates shard spawns. This guy doesn't seem too scary. Where's my quick tome? Did I draw my quick tome turn 1? Oh no, she already has the quick. What am I talking about? Why did I take a weight of contrition? Oh, because it's when anyone dies on the floor. It's a harvest effect. Ugh. That's kind of awkward. Alright. So killing them also... Oh no, no. This guy caused the resolve. Never mind. I take it back. It was him. And we'll just chunk you. These rail spikes are doing great work here. 2 6-105s and a 9-2. That's when an enemy unit dies. It specifically says in the Dark Shard enemy unit. Okay, just checking. Oh, extremely good work, my Impish Scholar. Great job, buddy. He did it. 60. So she can't kill... She's a good backline clearer, but she can't kill heavies. To be expected, I would say. 6-105. Trying to do this after the combat, or while the combat's playing out, so I'm doing maximizing time efficiency. You know how it is. But yeah, quick on the Shardtail Queen seems pretty sick, and then it's 6-105 and healer to signify the end. Yeah, pretty happy with the Light's Gift pickup, even though not much goes up here. So it probably would have been better to have the other one, the Railhammer. Probably would have been better for Railhammer here. Too bad. I made a decision. It was wrong. The rally keyword is very interesting as well. Go ahead and Inferno this floor. And I'm pretty sure our boy up here has scaled well enough now. Does he spawn with anything? No spawn. Just boss. And he has the... So he's 10 times 2. So he's the same as Fel. So this boss is just strictly harder than Fel in terms of stats. He's a 200 health stronger boss. However, I think that his effect is easier to handle. Did I not put an imp down on this floor? Wait, if the imp is dazed, it doesn't trigger her action? No, that doesn't seem right. If the imp is dazed, her action doesn't trigger. That seems wrong. That doesn't make sense, right? Why would that be? So if either of them are dazed, she doesn't trigger her effect. That's fucked. I'll just say it. But I take 10 damage here for that. I guess we learned something. And that's a plus. But that doesn't seem right at all. Now does it? Interesting. Hits him once for 24. We'll go ahead and throw you a sap, I suppose. May as well get you your health back, my man. He's gonna crush this. Of course he is. Anything else interesting to note about this combat? No. Turns out Alpha Fiend is really strong. Multi-strike large stone alpha fiend with armor stacking seems good. Who knew? The child's darkness consumes all. She consumes this dick. Get out of here, idiot. Fucking got him. Oh no. Oh god. Alright. Let's check the cards. Is it feasible to take this and do an infinite? Oh god, I hope not. After we play out all the cards, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The card, it's fine either way. It's actually impossible for us to do this infinite. The card's still good. Like, Rail Spike is still a good grab here. I like it. We'll take Crown Pound. We'll take basically any X plus card, even though we have the armor. It's fine to do this. Steel Shop seems worthless because it is. Steel Shop's pretty worthless, but the removals are nice. Trinket Shop is also worthless. I can't afford a trinket, so it's just we look at the shops are worthless. Do I want a random artifact and 20 health, or do I want money and removals? How is the phone ringing a second time? I thought to myself, there's no way it rings again. I shouldn't need to unplug it. Apparently it's just ringing off the hook. This is why I used to record at like 6 a.m., dude. 6 a.m. is a little late. 4 a.m. is more like it. No one calls you at 4 a.m. And the dogs are barking in the background too. It's just such a noisy episode. At least the windows aren't open. No one has decided that their tree in the front yard has had it too good for too fucking long and has taken a chainsaw to it in the middle of Ratropolis today at least. Okay. What's better, 2 removals or an artifact and a heal? I think it's the 2 removals. I like the artifact, of course, but there's a lot of... Basically, this path is variance, and this path is consistent. Sometimes this artifact is really good, and sometimes it is worthless. I think a lot of times it's worthless. It's not worthless, it's just mediocre. And then this is just like, always, you know what you're getting here. I'll go with the you know what you're getting path, which is 2 removals. Remove the last 2 root seeds. Basically erase any traces of new things from Awoken from the deck. I could give Rail Beater large stone. I'm probably gonna remove Rail Beater. Let's look at this first. Rally +5. Oh, that's interesting. Kill all imp units and deal 40 damage. I'm really disappointed that it's 40. I was really hoping it was gonna be like 20, 30, 60. 40 is underwhelming. So the royalty is Rally. Whenever you play a unit on her 4, she gets 5 attack. That's pretty cool. That seems really cool, because I bet it's 5, 10, 20. So she gets up to pretty crazy attack numbers pretty quickly with that, I imagine. We're going to go all the way on Imperialist. I'm disappointed, though. I'll admit it. At least the quick combo worked out. It's all imps. This deck has 9 imps. I'm going to Purge Rail Beater. I feel like he's kind of useless. She has enough health to stand on her own right now. I think Rail Beater was required in the early game, but now I don't need him anymore. I think so. Goodbye, Rail Beater. I think I did need him to get through the early game, but now we can let him go. Thank you for your service, Rail Beater. Armor 20. Wing Conduit. How much health does she have? 100? By the time the really dangerous wave spawns, it's, like, she should have quick, right? I think it's fine to take this armor 20. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. But I have the health, so I can trade health for it if nothing else. Space loss at this point does not matter. Yeah, space loss doesn't matter at this point. And this is a 6-round combat. Really weird that Fell is 8 rounds and then this combat is 6. I think that's strange anyway. Good Inferno this. The only wave that's really any amount of fear. This wave, before we get the quick down, it's a little scary. Missing the branding rate kind of sucks, but I think it's fine. We take away a lot of the fear of this combat with that. As soon as I get the quick tome. it starts to look a lot smoother. Although we did draw into a lot of our imps on that turn, and we have more. Vine grass that guy to the front. I need to scale Alpha Fiend, so I want this unit to live, for sure. I think I want him to take 2 hits. What are you doing? 35 times 2? He's at... I can't drop him below 35. If I play Fledgling, if he takes a total of 86, he's at 110, so I don't want to do that. Yeah, and she's quick, so I can't use the imp to chump block, which is an interesting downside. I think the best thing to do is just Rail Spike. Rail Spike. And just pull him to the front just in case. Bow to your queen. Yes, queen. Slay. Slay, trigger queen. This is 6 cards, we have 5 in hand, so I have to play one of these or else I'm going to overdraw. It doesn't really matter, this draw isn't going to be great either way. Love the imp sound effect. Yeah, basically no matter what, that draw wasn't going to be super impactful. Which is why I wasn't so worried about it. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna kill these because I don't want to take that 5 damage. There is no reason to take that 5 damage. Oh well. I played those in the wrong order and still got rewarded, which is just bullshit. There's no justice whatsoever in this game. I played those cards in the wrong order and gave myself a worse chance of hitting what I wanted to hit and still hit it, because there is no justice. The game's bullshit. That's so stupid. Play bad and get rewarded. I almost always hit an imp here, so we'll just purge you. This is Covenant 25, right? Just making sure. I don't know why that guy looked wrong to me. Like, that 15-3 just looked wrong for some reason, even though this had to be Covenant 25. How could it not be? Yeah, once we get to this stage of the combat, where we're just, like, hitting... Well, once I clear out all the imps, basically, we start to look fine. It's interesting because I'm actively wanting to leave in these imps so that I can... Like, I don't want to play them all out immediately, even though it may be beneficial overall. Might as well sap this guy back to full health. It's good for me to throw, or leave, like, not play those 2 imps so that I keep having backline kills. Really like, it's very different and it's very interesting, I think. If you comment down below, interesting, I will, I don't know what I'll do because I value your comments as a creator. However, I will probably go, ugh, in real life. But just know, if you leave that comment, I'm gonna go, ugh. I do take more damage because oh, because of the healing. Because he heals less now, I see. Cool. This Alpha Fiend will probably kill Seraph. The interesting thing is that the Seraph hits me outside of Relentless. A little concerning. Big Chungus Imp? Nah. March of Shields. But what does Patient do? Joining immediately, gaining strength with each unit you summon. That's right, I can't play units on his floor. Oh, that is rough. If he gets +5 and he has a regular multi-strike 3, oh god. You literally double his damage every two cards you play on his floor. And this is not a deck where I can just ignore playing cards. Scary. Skip this. Fire Girl number 2 is underwhelming. Skip that. This Alpha Fiend is going to need help. I think I want to go here and duplicate. I think I need to duplicate Branding Right. I think I need to duplicate Branding Right here. I'm going to do that. What's in here? Scorch Steel. Hell's Banners is kind of cool, but I don't think I need it. Armor 5 is nice. It's like okay. Check the Merchant of Steel, but I can't buy anything. Although with this multi-strike here, when I roll this, because I'm probably just going to roll that right away. What am I looking for? Branding Right? So I'm gonna roll this shop. I'm not going to buy any of this because I have 4 energy thanks to Pyre Grow. So this feels like a waste of money after a certain point in the combat. Armor 5 is just underwhelming. I'm gonna roll this. Okay. I didn't hit it, but if I hit Pyrestone Housing, I was gonna buy it. I guess we'll take... Like, these are bad. This is a really bad trinket shop. Volatile Gauge hurts me a lot. Hammered Chestplates is okay. It's just +3 health on the Alpha Fiend is all that it gives. Nothing is good here. I think the most value is from buying 2 removals, right? Like, everything is bad here. The imps don't even get around to attack, so it's not even worth it to, like, -2 imps. Or, like, buff the imps, rather. Rid of Vine Grasp. God, what a horrible shop set. I don't even know what to remove here. I guess I'll just remove a Queen's Impling. We probably have enough. That was terrible. Left path is looking a little juicier now because at least I can get -1s. Oh, look at how cool this guy looks. That's pretty sick. I hate his face. Look at his face. Everything else about Seraph looks cool, and then I look at it and I'm like, wow. Nose is like 50% of the real estate on your face, dude. That's pretty tough. No wonder you're invading hell. Alright. I like the... Is the idea here that each of the Seraph virtues he goes against it because Seraph the patient has grown impatient? Kinda interesting. Wonder if that's the idea. Doesn't really make sense with all the other ones, but you know. Alright, he attacks in all combat rounds. Oh, he doesn't have multi-strike. Okay. So I can play 5 units on his floor and have him be the same. If I can play no units on his floor, it's like just the same. Okay, let's get our... I should have set this up while I was making fun of his face. Let's get our notepad ready. Notes. So wave 1 is... So first, let's take our notes. No multi-strike. Attacks every round. Wave 1 is an 11-140 harvest and a 15-3. It seems like he spawns a 15-3 per round. Alright. Lost space middle floor. I imagine, so he's going to move to one of these 2 floors. The problem is that he's going to be chunking my Alpha Fiend, I believe. And that's going to be really annoying. We're going to ping these away. I'm going to try and keep his attack as low as possible. And hopefully he goes to top floor. Cool. Very nice. Melee weakness is a problem. Wow, that is a problem. Yo, that is really rough. What? Oh dear. And for a whole round too? Holy shit, this is impossible, right? Oh my god. Well, that's gonna be really difficult. Okay. I was hoping I could proc it myself, but alas. Alright. I guess we'll just have to try and overcome. I can take the Impish Scholar here for a 50-50. And so if I chump block this hit, the melee weakness doesn't go away, is the problem. So I imagine that it keeps stacking up, so I have to just let him take the hit. Is what I'm thinking here. I'm not going to play Impish Scholar, we're just going to play him later in the combat. I'm just going to go ahead and Fledgling Imp. You know? Ugh. I'm gonna give this one a solid out of 10. Middle floor, probably? Yeah. So he's gonna get a +5 here. Well, I guess he doesn't have to get a +5 here. Yeah, he doesn't have to take a +5 here. We'll just take the 20. It's not like I can stop this 20. Yeah, this is fine. Oh yeah. Was that second round 2 15-3s? Huh. I was not taking notes. 10, 190, 2, 15, 3. Alright. I can't trigger melee weakness, which is a little disappointing. Not surprising, just a little disappointing. So I'm gonna do everything in my power to not give him +5 wherever I can. So like here, for example, I'm gonna go ahead and Inferno this floor. If he follows normal Seraph guidelines, he won't be able to attack on different floors, right? Like he won't come to middle floor again. He'll be probably top floor, and he's probably just gonna alternate between these two floors. Oh no, interesting. Okay, so he's a slightly different boss than other, but not different. So it's not the same as Sap Seraph, I guess, where he's just gonna move between these two floors, or like Chase Seraph. He's going to continue. He can move down after doing his thing, basically. Maybe they can all do that, and I just don't know what I'm talking about. Entirely possible. It'll just kill you. Problem is that she might stack multiple. Did she just say the name of the Titan? Yo, holy shit. That's a big war thing. I probably don't care about the war. I still like to see interesting things because that's interesting. No one else talks about the Titan by name, right? It's all the unnamed Titan, the Titan. It's called the Titan. Fira? Hopefully I didn't just awaken some ancient god from that sentence. Interesting. I love the little war beats in this game. I really do like the war quite a bit. You need to be scaling, so maybe it was wrong to play this imp, but I need hand space for this 7-card draw here. It's going to be a 6-card draw. 5, whatever. Those are 5 good cards to hit. We're going to go ahead and play the Impish Scholar now, probably. Was this wave just a 10-190? What the hell? No. Was it just a 10-190? Hang on. It was, because I Inferno'd this wave. Wow. This combat, like, the combats where the enemies are hitting, they seem to have really weak actual waves, which is really interesting. I mean, I'm down with it, of course. I'm down with easier waves with difficult, like the boss mechanic. It seems pretty well balanced overall to me. So don't just randomly play units on this bottom floor. We're gonna Inferno it. Although maybe I shouldn't Inferno it because he needs to scale. Might be wrong to play Inferno on this floor. Although 100 damage into Seraph seems worth it. Damage into Seraph. I mean, this one round. Essentially, it's going to be about one half. It's like 1/2 of a round for Alpha Fiend once he scales. I think it's fine. Play Impish Scholar up here. Rail Spike. It's the expected bring back, right? And we'll just. I'll pump 2 of the. I'll pump 1 into Seraph, right? We have what? We have 5, 6, 7. We have 12 cards right now. I'll leave 2 of these in. It's fine. I need Seraph to be spending some time on the top floor. It's really interesting because like putting this imp in front means that the imp takes the spell weakness and also takes the hit, right? Or the melee weakness. I'll probably call this spell weakness a lot of times. But interesting. Definitely worth it to just leave something up here, I guess, to tank like that. On a floor where I'm just going to want to scale a unit. But this isn't your average run by any means. This is a 10, 190, and a 15, 3. Okay. 2 branding rights. I'm pretty sure we're taking this one home pretty easily here. Then drop a molting imp down here, just get him out. We want to leave the Gilded Wing so that we get more hits from Alpha Fiend. We're almost done with the combat as well. Like, we only have 2 more waves after this one. Is there this Seraph has no double heavies? Holy shit. That's crazy that he has no double heavies. Wow, that, like, Seraph the Patient changes what you need out of your deck like crazy, right? Because you don't need to hit the double heavy hit threshold, right? Like, it's fine. We don't need to answer double heavies. We just need to answer enemies without playing a bunch of units, right? Wow, what an interesting change. What a cool combat. I really like this fight. I was a little concerned at first when I read the changes. I was like, oh, this seems like it might be a nightmare, but it's kind of neat. Keep infernoing. I'm gonna just drop him. We've done 500 damage to Seraph outside of Relentless. What are we at? Final wave. The final wave is the same across all of them, except for sometimes this is a Shade Wings. Tank, 10, 190, 15, 3. Alright. She's dead and that's okay. I think it's fine to just let her die. I think it's fine to just let her die, and we just put everything here. Although, he's gonna be melee weak for one round into the... It doesn't matter. Seraph is at 10 damage. Seraph is doing less damage than the last boss did. Against a man who has a lot of armor and is going to scale out of control. 1, 2, 3. I could play one of these. It's not worth it, right? It really just does not seem like it's worth it to me. She dies and that's okay. We just Inferno Seraph every floor. Yeah. Because we draw our whole deck now. That's everything. We've played it all out. We draw our whole deck. We get to apply 40 armor per round and Inferno every round. And also the plus 10, yeah. He's huge. He's huge. He's huge. He's huge. He's massive. Our boy is crushing it up here. Just Inferno this floor. I should maybe have just Infernoed Seraph twice and taken the pyre damage. Probably would have been better. But I think we have this. Like, this is really high value. I'm definitely glad I doubled branding right. I think he crushes it, right? Yeah, Alpha Fiend. My man. Oh god. Alpha Fiend is our boy. Ah, yeah. Even with the melee weakness. I mean, he just goes out of control here. It's really... So, against a normal Seraph, this is a 10-round fight. Against a Seraph normally... like a different Seraph, we would have still won. Yeah, because it would be 300 damage. We would have won, but it would have looked closer. Okay. Cool. So, your takeaway from this is that Quick plus this version of Shardtail Queen is really cool. Like, super, super neat. Good, really good interaction. I'm glad it worked. Really. And, yeah, Large Stone Multi-Strike Alpha Fiend with armor stacking still wins you the game. Yes. It turns out that Alpha Fiend is still good. And also, I've been having a lot of Rail Spike runs lately. Hellpact Rail Spike plus 20 consume was really neat. I'm glad I went. Like, the reason that I went to the shop when went to the event and left that plus 20 consume in there was because I was like, in my mind, I was like, yeah, we better just be sure, right? Because, like, what if it's the Rail Spike event? Because last night I finished out the shop on stream. I did the whole shop and then the Rail Spike event popped up and I was like, ah, shit. I can't buy an upgrade for these. Cool. Is this the same progression I was at in the last beta? I think it is, right? Because I've hang on. Take me to the logbook. I think that this beta is picking up where the last beta left off. Yeah, it totally is. I have 2 cards not mastered, right? Yeah, it totally is, right? Is Impelate? Yeah, Impelate's not mastered. Interesting. So the beta doesn't copy over from the live, it picks up where your last beta was. Okay. I mean, I don't really care that much. Just switch to my card back and move on. But cool. New content, dude. How cool. How exciting. I'm thinking that I might, like, take a break from Ratropolis to play this, but probably not. Probably not gonna, like, replace Ratropolis with 2 Monster Train a day because I just want to... I'm gonna stream this a lot and I might just overdo it. But there's a lot of new stuff to play with, right? 5 new champions means that there's so much new content. Like, it's real, and new bosses, it's huge. It's really, really huge. I really like it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see some more. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.